This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Let's dig into the details. Hope you guys have a good VIP weekend. Smash the like button if you want to trade a bull flag, because we might have one looking at us. Let's talk about the details. Dig into it. Guys, this is London, former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, not financial advice. Now, in terms of the number one trade group, you guys know it's VIP all the way. Guys, we've been rock and rolling for the last 12 plus months, and we've been killing it in the market. If you're not with the trade group, make sure you join. Let's talk about the specific Elliott wave pattern in play right now, and shout out to all the VIP. Without a doubt, we were at the beach today, had a great time. We're going to talk about this Elliott wave formation. You guys know, first of all, in terms of fire and ice, our indicator, it's doing very well on the lower time frames. Without a doubt, we have a level of support, level of resistance. This is on the 4-hourly chart. You'll also see a questionable flag, okay, that bull flag. I don't even want to call it necessarily a bull flag, because in a bear market, which we technically are in, bull flags have a very poor success rate. Understand that. In a bear market, bull flags have a very poor success rate. We beat the odds at this preceding level. We called this flag the dropout. You guys remember that one. That was beautiful. Everybody knows that was beautiful. Absolutely. In this specific bull pennant. Yeah, right here, guys. We called the specific fallout boom into the flag before the flag actually formed. We trade that much, yes, in terms of prognosticating or projecting what we're looking for in terms of price action. We did that just right on par preceding level. Now, Bitcoin right now has a secondary channel that is indicated, I will say implied, from a bottom line support carry up feature. Boom, from the bottom line support to that top line pivot here, you're seeing a current, I'd say, hesitation in the price at the specific right-hand side there near the level of support of this channel. Now, why is that important? Because this would be the second, okay, the second real bullish formation in this channel. The upside that you see in that pink, I'd say this is pink or violet colored Elliott wave progression. Don't let it scare you away, guys, in terms of Elliott wave. The idea behind Elliott wave would be the following. And we went over this last week. Shout out to everybody. Hope you're having a good weekend. I hope everybody's doing really well. This 1, 2, 3. Now, if we're going for a macro and this would be our fourth wave here, then yes, we're going to expect somewhat of a move to the upside. With that said, CPI is incoming. There is a potential. The inconsistencies, let's talk about it, in terms of Elliott wave could have called this, because it's a higher high, the fifth wave. Thus, the complication with defining this as a flag. We like, I'd say, one of the reasons that we do appreciate a flag formation is, and a classic flag formation is, a strong move, boom, to the upside. Then that downward sloping channel. You see, if we have a strong move to the upside, instead of this preceding move and then the secondary move, you see the complication? The secondary move being higher, we prefer a bull flag to really go to the upside and then to have a downward sloping channel. Then we don't have a question, there's no uncertainty in the market, you see, as to whether or not this would be the fifth wave. Right? You Elliott wave experts out there, you can make common sense if you'd like to in terms of the comments below. A lot of inconsistencies overall in Elliott wave with some wonderful generalized parameters. I'll say that. Devil's in the details in terms of Elliott wave as far as I am concerned. And I won't say and I am concerned, but I'm concerned to the extent that I trade. I want to find those consistencies all the time. For instance, between New York Institute of Finance, any inconsistency with Elliott wave, any inconsistency with the overall empirical studies been done via Volkowski and some other authorities and TA. We're the shop. We're going to take care of those guys in terms of looking at them, finding the inconsistencies, and making sure that we bring those inconsistencies to you. It's very important for us in terms of your trade development. It's very important to me to not overlook things. Yes, if there's an inconsistency, I'm going to find it. I want to bring it to your attention. We want to work through it. So that is a pattern defect as of right now. We'd like a strong hit, boom, to the upside, then a downward sloping channel. The ultimate here, I would say, is recognizing that last night the pattern that we went over in terms of the cup and handle is really going to absolve that issue, okay? It's going to absolve that issue, and it's even going to create a higher, more aggressive target to the upside. We went through the cupature formation last night, that cup and the handle right in this area. Understand that your target to the upside will be higher with the cup and handle. Boom. We need to break this threshold, call it 17.3 if you will. We need to break that threshold, and note on the 4-hourly that yes, we have this preceding pivot here to the left that needs to be dealt with. If and when we can break through that 17.3, okay? So in terms of the bull flag, I'm bringing up the dynamics of the Elliott wave. I want you guys to internalize that in terms of what an ideal flag is. A strong hit to the upside and only lower highs, right? That eliminates that question as to whether or not really a higher high would be that fifth wave. Let's say an underperforming fifth wave. Just log that, register that, guys. Now, in terms of a breakout, it's going to get a little tricky if and when we can conquer that 17.3. Let me talk about why. Because you have this higher high in this area, right up through this generalized zone, and that's going to coincide. It's going to coincide with this preceding pivot. This is going to be, I'm going to just say, a danger zone if and when anyone decides to operate in a long to the upside without some severe momentum. Now, what could produce that momentum? The CPI report. If we get in some great news on CPI, if some cash wants to flow into risk assets, including Bitcoin, we could rip up through this. So that's what we're looking at being an ideal situation for the bulls. I will not forecast what's in a CPI report. I will help the VIP trade it in the back, and they will help me trade it. That's the idea. We're on the team, guys. In terms of that, looking at the lower time frames, let's dig into the lower time frames. What do we have? Again, on another VIP weekend, we have this specific symmetrical triangulation that's in play. How many weekends, preceding weekends, the 15-minute, have we had a symmetrical triangulation? Too many to count. I'm going to tell you guys, too many prior weekends with symmetrical triangulations to count. Understand they can be catchy, up and over or down below. Be prepared for catchy price action. Bottom line, we had a nice pattern we caught in the back today. Just to update any VIP that were not in the back today, we caught this ascending triangulation. Let's talk about the ascending triangulation that we caught in the back today. In terms of that, I want to discuss very much so the pattern target. As we look at a pattern target, be prepared as you would look at a specific here in terms of the trend-based fib extension. You know how we draw it. From the low to the high is click 1 and click 2. Then to the point of breakout. Let's go ahead and do this to the actual candle wicks. Let's go from the low to the high. Let me get back on the trend-based fib extensions and pay attention to this. This is very important. Let's go from the low to the high. There we go. On the candle wick, low to the high. Then look at the actual target that was hit, the 50. What does that 50 mean on your trend-based fib extension? That means 50% of what? 50% of, and pay attention, VIP, pay attention, 50% of the amplitude that you measured. When you click 1, click 2, that amplitude of the pattern, that 50% is, guys, the 50% of this amplitude that you just measured with that trend-based fib extension. So if you were to draw a line here on that specific amplitude, yes, the completion to the upside, that'd be a full 100 on your trend-based fib extension. You see the 100 up there? That's what that trend-based fib extension is giving you. When I brought to the VIP in the back that ascending triangulation today, what's the max probability on the ascending triangulation? That 50%. You guys know that half of the amplitude. It completes still 70 some odd percent to the 100, but really you're up well into the mid 80s, I believe, well into the mid 80s on that 50%. We'll look at the specifics on that. We'll go through that, and why don't we do that right now? In terms of VIP, if you're not a member, we really recommend you join, guys, if you want to beat the market. It's good to tune in every now and then, say, hey, I wonder how they're doing. Guys, it's a completely different deal to be in touch with the guys in the back with the winner circle. Bottom line, looking at that 85%, yes, 85%, get to that 50% level. after breakout. Beautifully, I'd say scripted, targeted. That's what we want to be a part of. When I say we want to be a part of those 85% trades, you guys see, that's what I'm talking about, 85%, 80 to 85. 70% make it to the full target height. So that is a key function of our probability trading. What we look at is, yes, we want to be a part of those higher probability trades, without a doubt. So as we look at the smaller micro moves again, I remind you of that every day. We caught this move in the back. Everybody knows that. We caught this move in the back. I guess everybody in the back knows that. Had some fun driving around today. That was a nice McLaren, guys. Nice McLaren today. We call it a track day, without a doubt. Hope you guys are having fun on the weekends as well. There's that ascending triangle in the back. There we go, that ascending triangle right at breakout. Boom. Inverse head and shoulders, ascending triangulation, catching that early for the VIP, and then watching some trajectory to the upside. Really a slam back down to a fan level. So a reconfirmation on prior level of resistance, flip to support, attempted double hit down into it, but that fan really worked up through that ascending wedge that was at work as well. Now, just tell you guys, in terms of the weekend, we're not surprised we have another symmetrical triangulation. We're going to be trading in the back. When I say that, I don't want to forecast beyond one key tip, tool, toolkit trick. Let's talk about it, guys. In terms of where you're at right now, New York Institute of Finance will tell you that Bollinger Band traders do what? They watch the 20 moving average, without a doubt. Take a look at the 30-minute time frame on the 20 moving average. Take a look at the hourly right now. The hourly is holding on up and above the 20 moving average. You're going to want, bulls, you're going to want to keep price up and over on the line. I'm going to say on the line, or your candles up and over the 20 moving average. That's going to be the key indication as you're looking at your longs working out. You need that hourly, okay, to maintain disposition up and above that 20 moving average, without a doubt. I would bring into the mix the 4 hourly Bollinger Bands, okay? That 20 moving average on the 4 hourly, we are grinding sideways. That average is rising. The hourly needs to stay up and above the 20 moving average for you bulls. Also clearly indicated. Guys, if 20 drops, it's going to be a downside target, just so you know, in terms of whether it's a maybe, if or that. I'll just tell you, you'll have a downside target if you cross and set a candle underneath that 20 moving average on the 1 hourly time frame. Per New York Institute of Finance, guys, per New York Institute of Finance, you guys review that. Let me know if you disagree at all. You won't, okay? In terms of the specifics of the 4 hourly, but if you do, you let me know. But in terms of the 4 hourly, you got to maintain above that specific 20 moving average to, I'm going to say, to prevent having a downside target, which would be that lower band, right? Tacticians, or let's just say the trade tactics come into play, and Bollinger Band is one of the key focals that we look at in VIP. Of course, with all the other oscillators, looking for confirmation on everything from RSI to MACD. You guys know stochastics every now and then. We may get into those in the first quarter a little bit more heavily. I want to invite you all to, now that you know that, I'm going to say that 1 hourly is the litmus test. If that 20 can serve as a support, bulls, you look like you're going to be in good shape. If that 20 on the 1 hourly time frame can serve as support, I want to invite you all to if you want to trade, hit into BTCC on our specific website, guys. It's the longest standing crypto exchange, period. Forget the FTX and the newcomers, guys. I want to tell you, a lot of new exchanges have had problems. BTCC has been around longer than anybody else. Smooth platform. I like it a lot. Would love to see you guys trading on that. And guys, I know a lot of people that trade heavily on it. So in terms of that, it's a respectable experience to trade on. I hope you guys love it that are already on it. Congratulations to VIP. $3,500 deposit bonus will be yours there. And just let me know when you sign up. I'll be able to intercede. If something does happen at all, you have any questions with them, make sure you get your VIP level and your discounts on your trading. In terms of joining the group, this specific link here, boom, guys, you can join from a desktop computer, join the #1 trade group. We are always, I won't say recruiting, but guys, I want the #1 traders in the market, period, with us. We want to beat the market, guys. We want to be #1. I will say we are #1. We have had this in mind for a while, so we look forward to you joining if you want to beat the market. That is the only requirement, blue collar, white collar, old collar, new collar. You want to beat the market, you join VIP today. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. This link will allow you to join. Once you join, make sure that you hit the first pin tweet. Here, put I am VIP, and I'll put you in the back. I'll get you in the winner's circle. We will get you started on 100 rounds, which is day trader training. You guys got it. Former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, and not financial advice. We love to trade, and we'd love to be a part of your journey in 2023 and beyond. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Let's go, Bulls. You got that specific hourly. You got the litmus test there. Let's get it done. Bulls, it's time. It's time. Watch that hourly 20 moving average Bollinger Band. This is London with Bitcoin Spike and VIP trading.